For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.
Go further. Explore the trails less traveled. And reach your destination quicker with King's new Toyota Sequoia 2.5 OEM Performance Series kit. These 100% bolt-on kits feature front ride height adjustment, superior ride quality, and external finned reservoirs with optional wide-range compression adjusters to further refine your ride quality. See why we're the choice of experienced overlanders and order your Sequoia kit today.
Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranty, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.
Sure. Everything's made of something, but time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BF Goodrich HD Terrain Tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Hey, Greg Adler here, president of Off-Road Warehouse and part-time off-road racer. Here at ORW, we're not just your typical off-road shop. We sell race parts. Come check it out. We sell everything from FK rod ends, Bragola, PCI radios, and we're even selling direct BF Goodrich racing tires. Check out any one of our 10 Off-Road Warehouse locations. Get you dialed for going down to Baja or anywhere else you play.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is your Monster Energy Fishgistics update here, presented by Raceline Wheels all day long today. We are talking about the San Felipe 250 today. Are you guys having fun yet? We got some action. This is going to be a fast one. We got cars already over 150 miles into the race, and it's only been 2 hours. That means that so far they are doing over 75 miles an hour average so far, which is insane for a race to be doing that fast. So if we go over and show you guys the tracker that just disappeared, of course, as soon as we're going to update this. So it'll come back up in a second here. Wait, let me, there it is. All right, it's back. So our lead car, like we said, they are already at mile 156.6, and that is Alan Ampudia in first. He started first. Right behind him, though, Toby Price is hauling the mail. He has been, he's actually winning on corrected time. Last split update that we had, he was in the lead on corrected time. Then behind him, we have Christopher Polvardi. No surprise there. Christopher is always very fast. If in everyone he is anything he's driving. We have had some flat tires as well so far. I think it's just due to these fast speeds that that everybody's doing. We know Christopher had a flat tire. Luke McMillan had a flat tire. Bryce Menzies had a flat tire. We got confirmation Bryce was working on the steering. So Bryce had to come to a stop earlier. We heard he had the hood off. So my guess was the steering, because that's really the only thing that's up front that you would mess around with under the hood. And it was. So Bryce worked on the steering. They got it. Well, Oren worked on it most likely. Got it fixed. They are going again. So Bryce Menzies going again, but was stopped for a little bit in the one right here. He lost about 10 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes of downtime there. So we'll see how much he can make up. Mike Walser having a really good run as well so far. Kevin Thompson, he's going to drive the whole thing today in the number 70. Justin Lofton, Tavo Vadosila, Luke McMillan. Luke had a flat earlier in the day, and Luke has dropped back a little bit. But if you look at his tracker, that's why. It hasn't updated in 15 minutes. So make sure you always look at what time it says it updated on there, because that is not a good location for Luke. He is going to be way back up here, somewhere up here once his updates again, because 15 minutes is a long time to go without your tracker updating. So that's what's going on there. The 37L, that is going to be your first legend right now. The 1L started out front, but they have been passed, I believe. Yeah, see, that's 0 minutes ago. I'm going to guess they had some kind of problem so far, maybe a flat tire for them as well. That is Ricky Johnson driving there. And then this is Rick Johnson, the other Rick Johnson, driving the 37L. So both of those guys are there. We got Dan McMillan in the 23 back here, having a smooth run so far. Let me see if we can get some split times for you guys on some other stuff. I got some messages coming in here. All right, so I got some split times on Class 1. So let's go talk at Class 1 about Class 1 for a second. Let me find them on the tracker here. So at mile 75, let's zoom in back down here. All right. So the trackers today are messed up. You can't sort by class. So we have to have all of the cars on here at the same time. Normally you can sort by class and you can just pick a class like trophy truck and that's all that'll show up. And I can turn on just class 1 and it'll clear all these other cars out. Unfortunately, that's not working today on the tracker. So the 168 is first on the road right here, Cody Reed, and they are first physical as well. So at mile 75, that was just about 10 miles ago, they were leading. Kyle Quinn in the 138 right here is second physical, and they are second on corrected time as well. Kyle was 43 seconds behind on corrected time. And then Cody Parkhouse is going to be third, wherever he's at in here. Probably in here somewhere. Cody Parkhouse? I don't know, where is he? They're down here. Cody Parkhouse, but he's at 0 miles an hour. Just updated. Okay, so he was third on corrected time at mile 75, but you can see he's now come to a stop and doing 0 miles an hour. So he's not going to be third anymore. That means Brad Wilson right here is going to be third now. So Brad Wilson is going to be third on physical and on corrected time is what it looks like at this point. So there's your Class 1 update. Now, I also have Spec Truck update for you guys. So Spec Truck update at the same spot, mile 75. We have Jason McNeil first right here. He was actually first. You can see his tracker hasn't updated in 2 minutes. So he's going to jump back up. He was first. And then we had corrected time and physical was Jason McNeil. And then we had behind him EJ Herbst, the 263. He's probably in this mess somewhere here. There's a bunch of cars in here. Is that him back here maybe? Somewhere here. The 263 was second. He was physical second, but he was third on corrected time. So it was Jason McNeil, the 263, the 219, the 273, the 285, the 242, and the 204. That is your corrected time, not physical, your corrected time running order through mile 75, if you guys followed that. If not, after this update, you can go back and watch it again. So big thanks to Chris out there that's been sending us those split times throughout today, because that's awesome. That's we got some information to tell you guys that way. And yes, the 263 is being driven by Ryan Millen right now. Ryan is going to drive that to mile 160, and then EJ Herbst is going to get in there. The 153 car, Brad Wilson car, that right here is being driven by Brad right now. He's going to go to mile 160, and then Justin Munyon is going to get in there and finish that car. The 138 is actually being driven by John Herder right now, and he's going to go to mile 160, and then Kyle Quinn is going to get in that car and take that car to the finish. So that's a little bit of updates on who's in what car. A lot of people do this race all by themselves. You really only have to stop one time. Everybody's stopping one time, and everybody's either stopping at mile 160 or they're stopping at like 200. That's the only spot anybody's pitting in this race. Planned pit. There's no reason you would stop anywhere else. Everybody can make it on gas and everything like that. Now, if you get a flat and you got to re-rack a spare, you're definitely going to stop. BFG pit 1 is right up here. So if you do see people come to a stop somewhere in this area, they're most likely at BFG pit 1 or their own pit right there. This is a good pit area right here. You can see it's right next to Highway 5. It's real easy to get to. You can get semi truck is literally in there at the BFG pit. So that's what's going on right there on the map. Now, let's go look at the bikes because I know we didn't start off with them. They're all the way down on the bottom. Once again, the bikes are doing the blue course. The cars do the red. So the blue are the bikes. They had to come down here. They did a couple washes. Now they're coming back over. And we have the 9X with Austin Eddy on it. And that is actually Austin on the bike now. So Austin Eddy. Side note on Austin Eddy, he is going to be our co-driver for Nora. So I'm hoping Austin has a good run today. And I told him take notes because Nora race probably going to go through some of the same course here. So Austin Eddy pulling for these guys today. The 9X is out front physically. However, on time, I think the 1X has still got him. So it's going to be really close. The 1X started back a little ways. So the 9X is going to have to put some time on the 1X at the finish. And the 13X is right there in the middle between them too. So that's a look at the top. It's a good race. I mean, look at, there's 3 bikes within a couple miles of each other, really 4 bikes even. The 11X is up there, the 8X. Let's look for the first quad. So the first quad we have is the 39A. I think that's the same one as earlier. Really, it's the 39A and then the 31A. Is there another one behind him? And the 10A. So look, these guys are all at like a pit right here. That's why you see these guys all at 0, or one of them at 0. That's an easy access road. You can see this is an access road right here. So you can come in here. You can either hit the course right here, or you can come in here and hit the course. So if you see someone stopped in this area, most likely a pit. Probably a planned pit because you got to give these guys gas. So then they're able to make it through the washes here. And that's what's going on in the bike in the quad class. We did get an unfortunate update from Adam Householder. So unfortunately, Adam Householder has blown a tranny in Baja, which is never good. So big bummer for Adam. Sorry for those guys. He's going to spend the rest of the day spectating in the helicopter, but it's never good when you blow a tranny. It happens. So Adam will be back next race. He's had some really good luck lately and some good results. So just a bummer for the Householder team, but they're going to go have some fun and spectate the rest of the race. So bummer for the 24. But at the front here, we got the Alan Ampudia still, and we have, like we said, Toby Price. Those are battling it out. But we got to keep an eye on where Luke McMillan is because, see, his tracker hasn't been updating in a long time. So Luke's going to be right up there in the front with these guys, along with Bryce Menzies, who had some downtime earlier. His tracker's been a little hit and miss today. Mike Walsers hasn't updated for 4 minutes. You can see Bryce is just updated and Mike's hasn't. So that means Mike is going to be in front of Bryce once his update. So he's probably back up here closer to Christopher, around mile 150. This section is cool right here on the lake bed. We saw some 130 mile an hour or 126, 130-ish time speeds here earlier. I don't, what's the fastest one that you guys saw anywhere here today on the dry lake bed? Jack Olagus doing that. We got the 65L. There's Greg Adler, the ORW Raceline Wheels car. So that Greg's moving along good. This is an area right up in here where he blew the motor on his pre-runner right up here around mile 125 when he was pre-running, but at least it was a little bit later in the week, so he was able to get his pre-running in before then, so that's good. Somebody said the Norseman team hit 140 they saw on the tracker. So there you go. Watch the 19. This car right here, this 2-wheel drive with the Gibbs engine, they may set a new top speed. If Tim wants to, that car will go close to 150, if not a little over. So watch the 19. If you get an update in here on the 19, that might be the new high score of the day on the tracker as far as the speed goes. So keep an eye on that. It's always fun to watch the top speed. I mean, look, they're doing 120 even at the top right here. This is a gnarly, this is 25 miles basically right here. From here to the top, it's just wide open. The only thing holding you back is going to be if you're in any dust. Definitely interesting. Now, Rob Mack right here. So he's at mile Let's see. Yep. Rob Mack at mile 95 right here. So in the 11, showing Rob Mack still moving along. Rob Mack had a problem before qualifying with the torque converter. They got it fixed. He had to start in the back. So remember, Rob's going to be on corrected time today. So just because Rob is way back here, if he has a really good run, he can definitely finish towards the front. So it'll definitely be interesting to watch. Let's see. We're told the 168, Devin says, should get top speed. So, okay, so the Cody Reed car. So there's another fun one. Keep an eye on the 168. That should be a good one. Cody Parkhouse got moving again, we were just told. Somebody said. So, yeah, where is he in here? Wherever he was, 127. It looks like he's still at 0, but you guys, you know why my thing, I turned it off. So let's refresh. See, every time I turned it off for auto refresh, because every time it did this and it disappeared. But those were a little bit old, those ones. So let's see if we can. I just refreshed it. All right, there we go. So here comes the 168. So 125 miles an hour. So let's see if they update again. Look, we got 129. This is fun, and these are real speeds here. This is a lake bed. These aren't like, sometimes when the tracker shows 400 miles an hour or something. It's just what it is. All right, let's see. Did Luke's update? Now we got Tavo, the one. Trophy Burrow says, "Why is Luke so far back?" Well, Trophy Burrow, if you've been watching the tracker for more than the past, 10 years, you know that when it says 25 minutes ago, that he hasn't updated in 25 minutes. So that's not an accurate mark on where he is. So just always make sure you check the minutes ago updated if you think somebody's far back, because usually that's why. Rob Mack, there we go, 120 at 117. The 85L to 162. I'm trying to see if we can I want to see what 168 does if it updates again. So keep an eye on the 168. And let's see, 138. Let's see. It's updating really slow today. That's why I turned my auto refresh off. So if you click the box at the top of the tracker, it auto refreshes every minute. But when I'm doing these updates for you guys, it's kind of annoying when it disappears. So, there's Rob Mack. Let's see, 111. Yeah, I think like right around in here is where we've seen the top speeds right there. See, like 129. That's this area right here, I think, is where we're going to see it. So if the 168 pings again, they usually ping every 2 or 3 minutes. So let's see if the 168 will ping again. I'm trying to refresh. Oh, now where'd they go? They're down here. So trying to get a good update. I'd like to see a 140 or something for you guys. That would be fun, huh? Somebody says, "Where's Caspino?" He's back a little ways. That not being able to do let's see, let me refresh the whole screen. You can't sort by class today, which is super frustrating. You have to have the whole field on there at once, which makes the tracker seem really crowded. And yeah, you still can't. I just refreshed it, and you still can't sort by class. So it's going to be convoluted today, and they got a bunch of people on the court here. So if you're watching our feed, you also want to be watching over here. This is the Score live feed. So Score is live here. Let's catch this back up. Score live feed is here. Go watch them in between my updates. Also, we have the Terribles channel. They are live. Oh, look at that. What do we got? Is that 104? I was trying to see what it says. 111. So here's the Herps in car. This is a Spec truck, though. So we're not going to see 140 in the Spec truck. That's as fast as a Spec truck will go right there. I mean, look, they're doing 111 a second ago on the GPS. Look at the GPS and the top left number. That is the speed. You can see 106, 105. We saw 111. The Spec trucks really aren't going to go faster than that. That's about as fast as a Spec truck is going to go. Now, this view on a trophy truck through there, you're going to see a much higher speed. So we got the Norseman here. Let's see if the RPI channel, let me see if we can put this on for you guys. Let's see. Can we pop it out? No, I can't quite read the GPS. So this is the RPI screen. I'd like to be able to read their GPS, but it's a little bit too small. Let's see if they've updated again. Let's refresh this. Trying to get a top speed for you guys, since not much else going on right now, right? We're trying to have some fun with the top speed. See who gets the record. 168, now 114. All right. Well, we'll check back. Nordsman is saying 142, it says. Where did you guys see that at? That was the over here on this side, huh? Somebody said 142 on there. That would be cool if they did. I didn't see that one. All right, so let's go look at some of the UTVs. It's going to be tough because they're going to be mixed in with everybody. So let's try and find, this is really annoying with the tracker today. Sorry, guys. Try and find the lead. All right, Brock Heger. no surprise. I think he is out front. He did not start out front. I think he started like 9th or something too. So we'll definitely want to see what he has there. Let's see. What did Nordsman say? Yeah, 142 on the Norseman. That's somebody just sent me the video. That's pretty fast. I know these trucks can do 150 though, a couple of them, especially the 19. So we got a good race. Brock Heger and Wayne Matlock. Of course, it disappears. That's why I turned this off. I'm going to turn it off after it comes back on. Heger and Matlock fighting for the first and second spot physical. There we go. All right, turning refresh off for a minute, guys. So Brock Heger, 38 miles an hour right there at 55. We got Wayne Matlock right here, and then we got Brandon Sims right there, and Mike Caffaro right there. So good battle between these top three. But Brock Heger started a ways back, so he is first, and he's first on time, first physical and first on time. So definitely Brock is hauling the mail, but that's no surprise to anybody. We got Max Eddy Jr. here, another one of the Polaris factory racing team cars. Justin Lambert. Justin's car is pretty cool too. If you guys ever look at Justin's car, his is mostly stock. And I say that because if you look at it, he's running the stock upper and lower arms. At least he was at the 1000. I haven't seen if he changed anything. He had the stock upper and lower arms. He had pretty much stock everything on that car. Obviously, he had a cell and a cage. But other than that, he was running stock trailing arms. It was a pretty cool car. He didn't have to do a lot. And he almost won the Baja 1000. He only lost by 5 minutes. So Vito Renault up there. Elliott Watson, new to the class this year. And we got Kristen Matlock here. So Wayne is currently beating his wife once again. So Kristen Matlock there, 1854, the 1011, 10 there, 1867. I'm going to try to find another UTV class. Okay, Mark Brunette, is that the first 29? I think it is. So 2905, Mark Brunette looks to be first in the turbo class, but Phil Blurton right there behind him. Phil Blurton is in second so far, physical. Matt Burrows is hidden here. He is third. So see how hard it is today to find these guys? Like there's a car under a tractor there and I can't see it because we can't turn these other classes off. So super annoying trying to give you guys updates today. So 29, 94, we got Edgar. Okay, 1870. That's Brandon Walsh here. That's the first 18 car that I've seen. So 1870, 1850 there. So what class is 1800? Is that like the stock class? I thought Brandon was racing the Pro Open. That's a Pro R. So who knows what class the 1800 is? Somebody put that in the comments. I don't even know. There's too many freaking UTV classes now. I can't even keep track of all of them. I know there's Pro Open and Pro Turbo, and other than that, I don't really care. I mean, there's an NA class that, I don't know. It's too hard to keep track of all these classes. And I can't sort by class today, so I can't even tell you what they're called on the tracker. So that's fun. 2900s. I'm trying to find okay, here's a 7 truck. So we got Richard Faint. Looks like he's in front probably. Dan Shamley. Okay, that's a good race right there. Look at that, 711 and the 700 right on top of each other there. So that is the 2 7 trucks right on each other. 39, I think that's either sportsman or stock, or that's another UTV class. There's the first 39. Here's another 39. So 3907, 3924. Some spec trucks. Class 12, I think that's the first one we've seen. So Carlos, first class 12, and then, yeah, it gets too bunched up from there. So what's the point of trying to tell you guys who's who here? Sorry. It's just, it's frustrating, trust me. All right, back to the front, and then we'll wrap up this update. Alan Impudia, Toby Price battling it out right now. They are physically right next to each other. Look at this. I mean, they both just updated 0 minutes ago. So zoom in. 172.2 and 172.0. They are 0.2 of a mile apart at San Felipe on a fast section. This is awesome. And hopefully there's some helicopter footage soon of these guys because this is the battle to watch today. The question is, both of these guys are driving so hard right now. You can see Luke updated 4 minutes ago. So Luke is going to be right up here too. Remember, that's 4-minute old update. So Luke's going to be up here. And then Bryce Menzies, even with having a steering issue and a flat tire, he was stopped for over 5 minutes. We know for sure. He's still right up here in the front. He started second. Obviously, he's fallen back, but still, good job for Bryce getting it back up here. So Luke, can he catch these front 2 guys? That's the question right now. The question is, do both of these guys hold their truck together by doing the pace they're doing? Because Alan Impudia and Toby Price are on an insane pace right now, and I don't know if their equipment's going to hold together. If it does, I don't know. It's going to be hard to beat these guys, but the question is, will it hold together or not? So that's what's going on there. Cody Reed, 132. Somebody just said, all right. So the Pro UTV Open has both NA and Turbo Can-Ams. Yeah, so Pro UTV Open, you can race whatever you want in it, pretty much. You can race a turbo in it. So some people are racing their Can-Ams in Pro UTV Open now because they want to start up sooner, because Pro UTV is the first UTV class that goes. So if you enter that class, you're going to get to go before everybody in the turbo class. So you get a little bit better start. And honestly, who cares about, I mean, some people want to win their class, but everybody wants to win the UTV Open, the overall, right? They want to win the UTV overall. So it doesn't matter what UTV class you're in. A lot of these guys are fighting for the overall. That's what really matters down here, is the overall. So, all right, that wraps it up for now. So lead cars are at mile 172. Lead bikes are just past 250, probably about 255. Austin Eddy and the 1X and the 9X are battling it out right now in the bike category. These guys are going to be back to town really quick. They got less than 30 miles to go. They're going to be back before our next update, or right at our next update. Right around noon, we're going to have our first finisher in the bike class. The good news is all of the cars are off the start line. You can see the Class 11s right here have left the start line. The sportsman vehicles are off the start line. There won't be any problems with cars coming back in on the two-way here. All good, all clear. So there's your update for now. We will be back at 1 o'clock. Until then, go over here, check out the Score live feed. Make sure you have it live. There's a look in Brandon Walsh's car right now. All these in-cars are awesome. So head back over to Scores, and anyone else you guys want to watch, come back here at noon, and I'll have your next update for you guys then. So see you in a little bit.
It's Truck Month at Alexander Ford, Yuma's only locally owned Ford dealer and voted Yuma's best. Just announced, get a 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on all new Ford F-150s, plus 1.9% for 72 months. Below market pricing on Ford Mach-E and Lightnings with a $12,500 Ford rebate on select models. See all our specials, great financing offers, and discounts at BillAlexanderFord.com. It's Truck Month, and Alexander Ford is your source for America's best-selling trucks, a difference you can count on.